Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do a reading. It is for the week ahead. Leo, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I've got these oracles here. We're going to look at these for the overall energies, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it and find out what else is going on for you, Leo. Welcome here if you've never been here before, and if you are somebody who has been here before, thanks for coming back, my ride or die. I am grateful for you. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extended, and then I'm going to tell you about some private reads. So if you want to stick around for that, you can. Let's find out what's going on for you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what Leo needs to know, please. How are you feeling after the eclipse? Tell me in the comments, Leo. Tell me what's going on for Leo, please. We've got new beginnings. Well, this is kind of a theme that's been happening with you, Leo. For me, over the last couple of months or so, it feels like somebody here is gaining traction. So it feels like you have been through a lot. You are figuring it out. It's been super hard, but that's not something you've ever shied away from, right? You've always had hard times, and you've always managed to come through it. You're resilient. But now you are facing the new beginning. I feel like you're on the other side of all the hard shit, Leo. Let's find out what else is coming up for you. Well, look at that. Taking risks. You're back to your old self. Is what it is. Looks like you're ready to take a leap here. Coming up. Ready to be brave again. Take some sort of risk at a new beginning. Tell me what else is coming up for Leo. I like this. Back in the saddle here. Tell me more about Leo. Tell me more about Leo. We have abundance. There we go. You flipped the script, friend. That's what it looks like here. It says, I'm a limitless being. You are back at it. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Somebody's back at it again. Feels like you're standing up and saying, you know what? Enough. I'm not going to sit here anymore and pretend that it doesn't bother me. I feel like you're getting up. There's a new beginning here, and taking a risk at something, whatever it is. We'll find out with the tarot. Bottom of the deck here is kind of important energy. This is energy that might be happening through the rest of the month or a little bit forward from this. This is going to be what I'm reading here for the week ahead. This is after that. We've got stuck energy, but we've got great gratitude. So I feel like it's actually this energy of you looking back and saying, I needed to be stuck there for a moment. Because when we're stuck, we become resourceful. Well, you do anyway. You're a Leo, right? Some people don't. But I feel like you knew that there was a rainbow here, even though you were in a little bit of stuck energy. So I feel like whatever ends up coming up in the future here, I feel like you've already found a plan to get out of it, because you've already figured your way out of something here. If you go back and you look in some of the readings, Leo, some of the readings that I've been getting, the energies that I've been getting for some of you, is that you had been in this place where you were, it felt like a dark night of the soul, kind of, where you were having like an ego death, and you were starting to really reassess or really look at your life from a different perspective here. And I feel like now you're finally like, okay, that's it then. This is the energy after the eclipse, and I love it. We're on the other end of the new moon, right? And 2 eclipses. We've got trust. I think you're trusting yourself. I think you're trusting this energy here. Great gratitude with stuck. I think you're trusting that now you realize the universe really does know what's going on. The universe knows what's happening. And that you were being brought through some sort of a trial because you needed it in order to be able to come to your abundance. We've got honesty. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can always expect it from myself. And so I think that your third eye is open here. We've got this violet color here. It does feel like the heart chakra might be open as well. You might have been fighting some loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. I think you come to a place where you're being honest with yourself and realizing the only person you ever really needed is you. I think that's the honesty part of it. Let's get some tarot and find out what else is going on here. Tell me about Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Kind of want to say hallelujah. Feels like you're feeling a little better, moving around a little easier. You might find that today feels a little brighter for you. Tell me about Leo, please. Tell me about Leo. Ooh, look at that. We have the Queen of Wands. So your energy, right? That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And I feel like it is I feel like it's a big burst of energy is what it is. I was saying, you're back in the saddle here, right? It looks like with the Queen of Wands energy that you're like, that's it. I just need to get up and do what I want. I don't care if they think I look stupid. I don't care what they feel. I'm just going to get up and do it. It feels like you've got your resilience back here. And you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready to head forward here. Whether you are the feminine or the masculine, the Queen of Wands could be representing you. Look, the Queen of Wands has been through a lot of hard shit. The Queen of Wands sits on the throne in spite of it all. The person who knew that the things that came to kill them only made them stronger. And now I feel like you've got your energy levels back and you're ready to take on some sort of a risk. There it is. The Eight of Wands says, I'm ready for a new cycle. I'm ready to make life exciting again. I'm ready to find some sort of creative thing. It feels like you're ready to take a risk, a fiery risk of some sort here. Tell me about abundance. We've got the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Wow. It's emotional abundance for you. It feels like you've come to a place emotionally where you're happy. It feels like you're powered up again, is what it feels like. This is going to be a spot for next week. No, sorry, not next week, but the week after, or going into the rest of September. Let's find out what else is coming up here. We've got, there's your energy. We've got the Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups. So this is what it is. You've fought through something really hard, Leo. It feels like whatever it was, whatever the situation was, could be a relationship or your emotions or whatever it is. It feels like this hard time is behind you. The Six of Wands is about coming back from the fight or the coming back from the war, and now people cheering you on. It's like you've got the victory, right? Colosseum, right? That's where all the hand-to-hand combat used to take place in front of the kings and the queens. The Eight of Cups tells me I'm not settling for this stuff anymore. No, I'm disconnecting. I'm detached. And I'm going to get the victory whatever way I know how. Whatever way I need to get the victory is the way I'm going to get the victory. So in this new beginning, I feel like you're in this powered up energy. You're back at it. You now are in this energy of feeling like you can take a risk again, because that's the Queen of Wands. We've got the Eight of Wands. Things are moving forward now. We've got the Three of Pentacles, ready to build a new foundation, and the World card. Fuck that shit. Screw them. I'm closing the door. I'm not doing that thing anymore. It took you a long time to get here and a long time to have this realization. But it feels like with the World card, I'm wrapping it up. That's it. I'm wrapping it up. I'm closing the door. And those of you who did not come through the door with me, it is what it is, right? We've got the... Hang on. Excuse me. We've got the Three of Pentacles. I really do feel that you feel now motivated, fired up, gassed up to be able to build some sort of a new foundation. I think you're already doing that. It feels like with the Eight of Wands here, this Sagittarian energy is just this really big, bold push forward. The World card is telling me, look, you've accomplished something so very hard. I feel like this stuck energy is kind of like this World card energy. It's Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and your energy, Leo. You know, you're a fixed sign, so you move really slowly, but once you make the decision to go, you do. And I feel like this Three of Pentacles is telling me that there is a new beginning for you. You know what I think? I feel like you have decided that you're either moving, like maybe you're moving locations, like, you know, across the state, across the province, across the country, or it feels like it's a new job. It feels like it's a new group of people or a new community or a new way of looking at things, building a foundation of movement, of taking risks, of getting back to the old self is what it feels like. So we're at the new beginning because it feels like you've come through a really hard time here. And it's nice to see your energy flowing again. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse. I love it. And the Chariot. There you go. I love it here. Look, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords. I feel like you were holding back, or maybe there was intrusive thoughts. I don't think I can do this. I don't know if I have enough energy to do this again. Maybe I just don't want to try. I feel like you decide that you were fighting getting out of a comfort zone. And the comfort zone could be a group of people you were hanging out with or a job you were in. It could be that you didn't have enough energy, or that you started getting comfortable with sitting around. You started getting comfortable with staying home, not going out, not being social. It feels like this Four of Cups in the reverse is telling me that you realize that you probably should have only popped a tent there and not built the house. And the Chariot tells me you then decide, you know what, if I'm going to get out of this mess here that I've got myself in mentally, emotionally, I'm going to have to get in the Chariot. I'm going to have to find some discipline. I'm going to have to balance things in my life, my feminine, masculine energies, also my emotional energy. The Chariot is not only moving really quickly. Before you can move quickly or take any steps forward, you've got to get the discipline. And the discipline is learning how to use the mechanisms or the tools that the universe has given you. The Chariot isn't an easy thing to drive, right? Like the Chariot is, think about it, back in the day, right? It was just a piece of metal and a couple horses pulling it, but you had to be really, you had to have a lot of bravery, first of all, but a lot of skills to be able to keep it on the, keep it from tipping over. So I feel like you're getting out of this place where you were arguing with yourself about what to do next, or whether or not you had enough energy to push forward. And I think that you realize that you do have enough energy to push forward. In fact, it's time for me to take a risk. It's like you need to put the fire back in your belly again, because I don't think you're really all that happy unless you're risking just a little bit, Leo. We've got the Ten of Cups here with abundance. Like that. That's amazing, right? Ten of Cups here. It's like now we've got the dolphins that are jumping out of the water. We know for sure, like science has told us that the only reason that a dolphin will breach is because they're happy. And it feels like that there's a lot of emotional happiness you're headed for here. It's only getting better from here. I think that finally you've got the energy and the power to move forward here, and it's going to only get better from here. Tell me about abundance and the Ten of Cups. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the is that three? No, it's a seven. Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords. So it does feel like what you have healed within you is the Seven of Swords. It feels like you were lying to yourself. I think that what you had told yourself for a little while, Leo, is fine. I don't need it. I don't need relationships. I don't need friendships. I don't need any of it. I'm a lone wolf and I'll do it myself. And I think that partially that's true, Leo. There's going to always be times in your life when that's going to be true. But I feel like with the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords that you were lying to yourself, that you really do love feeling emotions and passion and kindness and compassion. It feels like that there was a lot of healing to do. And I think that you were sort of looking at it like a bit of a hard ass. You were looking at it like, I don't need the healing. I don't need that. And I feel like once you tucked into the healing, once you allowed it, balance ensued here. We've got the Libra energy. We've got Aquarius. I feel like it was time for you to sort of look around and figure out whatever it is that you needed and what was going to make you feel good. I feel like you closed the door on partnerships or people or groups or a job. It feels like something ended and a big shift came because you realized that where you were wasn't making you happy. And I think that the only reason that you were staying back here for whomever or whatever was going on here is because you didn't want to make everyone else uncomfortable. Because Leo, that's you. You're the provider. You're the one who just wants everybody to be happy like you, wants everybody to do well. But I feel like you were getting bogged down. You were getting stuck. So I feel like you come to this place of abundance. And, it says here, honesty, right? It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And so I feel like the truth here is, with the Seven of Swords, is that what you were lying to yourself about, I think you come to the truth of. And that was that you do need love. You do need kindness, compassion, inner sanctuary. You need empathy, or to give empathy. You are the empath, and I think everything sticks to you. So I feel like this is a story of you coming back to who you are, back to yourself. We've got the Six of Cups. You remembered who you are. That's what it is. I feel like the Page of Swords is, with the Six of Cups, is you observing the younger you, or times gone by that were happier. The nostalgia of your life. What did I do when I was in this position before? And how did I get to be here where I was feeling so stuck that I couldn't trust myself anymore? I feel like the Six of Cups and the Page of Swords is telling me I was observing what went on in the past. How did I get out of that? And I think that what you realized is that you started at the beginning. Feels like with the Page of Pentacles, it's like I just have to get up with a little bit of energy, even if it's only to get out of bed to brush my teeth and then go back to bed. I've done that. Or even if, maybe the next day is the day that I brush my teeth and take a shower, then maybe I'll do that. It feels like somebody here was maybe feeling down or depressed, or feeling like I don't have any energy, I just can't do it. But I feel like with the Page of Coins showing up here tells me that you now have a little bit of effort, time, energy to put into yourself, that you're fighting again. With the Six of Wands, you're fighting for it again. You're fighting for whatever it is that you want. We're going to go into the extended. If you're interested in the extended, please come with us here. But I'm going to put down 3 cards. We're going to talk about what's going to happen in the future. Some advice for you, possibly. We're going to talk about how you got out of this, because I think this is a really beautiful story. It feels like everything is shifting for you. But listen, I don't think it was just given to you like fairy dust. I feel like you really had to fight for it. It feels like you've come out of a really dark place or a hard time, where a place where you were stuck and you didn't trust yourself. And I feel like now that you know that you can trust yourself, that you can get yourself out of whatever the situation is. I don't think you'll be stuck for, we're all going to get in places where we're stuck, right? But I feel like you won't be stuck there for a long time. Like, you won't be stuck there anymore, like any longer than you have to be, because now you have trust and honesty. You have trust in yourself with honesty. So the extended is in the pinned comment above all the comments. If you're interested, you can purchase this extended outright, or you can go to the membership area if you'd like to go there. There's 4 a month that I do there for each of the signs. And if you're interested in a private read, I've got the live reads that are on sale right now, and you will simply get a discount for booking ahead if you're interested in speaking to me live. And I've also got a pre-recorded reading, so take that link to Hypsee and you'll figure out what's going on from there. Oh, I love that, because I was saying here that you were kind of lying to yourself. And this is the reason why you decided that it was time to be happy, time for abundance, time to move forward, time to heal all that, is because you're in your King of Swords energy. And it's a little bit badass. I'm just going to say it's a little bit badass that you're stepping up in the King of Swords energy and just saying, look, I don't really care. I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I'm going with the facts. The fact is, you left me out on the outside looking in when I really needed somebody here. It feels like with the Knight of Pentacles, it took you a long time to come to that realization, but through realization, reassessment, I feel like you got there. It just took you a long time to do that. I feel like you were feeling disconnected, or that people weren't calling you. Like, maybe you felt like you didn't matter for a little bit there. I feel like you finally got back up on the horse. As I was saying, you finally got back up in the saddle here. And no matter how slow you went at the next goal, you got up. You did it. And that's pretty freaking badass. Look, we're going to go to the extension. If you want to come to the extension, please do that. And this is where we part, that's cool. That's all right. I'll be back with more readings. But we do have the King of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is a very emotional time at the end of the week. It's almost as if you're sitting on the sofa watching TV, drink your favorite drink in hand, and you just kind of bust into tears because you realize that you've probably overcome one of the hardest times of your life. It feels like an awakening, or it feels like you finally made the decision to make a huge shift in your life, and now the blessings are about to come in, and we'll talk about that as well. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back, because I'm always back. And if you're here, I will see you. Bye-bye.